Hi, let's suppose you have a file in this particular location URL and you want to call this REST API and then shape this particular image using Excel VBA. How can you solve this? That is one of the project requirements that I have received, and in this video I am going to show you how can we do this in Windows. Okay, so you can see this is a get request URL, and we get this content type image/png, content length, and this is the tag, expire, and so on. If you go into this preview, it says this image response, the request has no response data available because it's an image file. So how can we do this in VBA? So for that you need to go to this tools, reference, and then check this Microsoft XML v6.0. Now this is the code, already have written this, so I'm just going to explain how this particular things works. So what I'm doing, I'm just saying that okay, this is the API URL, okay, and to request this particular URL I need a requester, that is this msxml2.server.xml http60. so I'm just saying okay, set this up http request to new msxml2.server.xml http60. so if you want to use let binding, then you need to use this, okay, or actually you can use like .6.0. that's the proper way. And then http request.open, this is a get request, this is the API URL, that is this one, and this is the false. So if you go into this documentation, it says okay, this is get request, API URL, and async. So this is saying false. I don't need password and username because that's not being used on this particular URL. This is a public URL. And then I'm sending this request. So once I send this particular request, I will get a response, right? So get the API response, HTTP response text, and then I can print out that. So if I just execute this one by one, I'm sending this request, it will take a little while, and I'm getting this response and printing this response. If you look at this response, then you will see that this is not a textual response because this is an image file, right? So that's why this is a bad response. HTTP request.response body, then I'll see this as well. I think this is ASCII characters and that's not being shown in this particular section. Anyway, if we need to create this particular image file, we need to, if you want to use early binding, then you need to go in the tools, reference, and then ADODB, okay? But if you want to use late binding, then we are creating an ADODB stream, and then type is 1 because this is binary data. Opening that stream and then writing that byte array that we get if we use response body into that particular stream. And then I'm going to save that particular stream to a file. Here is the file path, save as a PNG, okay, and then close that particular file. So if I execute this, then it says image saved successfully. Right now if I want to go into this particular folder, so let me just find out the location, dtemp, right, let's see, and here is that output.png file that we have downloaded from this particular REST API. So let me just delete this again, let me show you again, just run this, it will save that as an image file, and here is the image file, okay. So that's the way we can use ADODB stream and this server XML HTTP60 to save a response that is not a textual response or JSON response, okay. There is one more thing, that save response body as an image. I have another one way to save that particular response as an image without using this ADODB stream. So let me show you that one as well. So you can just call this particular function response body as an image. I'm just passing this response body and the file path where I want to save that particular image. So response body will be as a byte array, and then I'm just opening this particular file for a binary access, right, and then putting that file response body byte array to that particular file and then closing that file. So let me delete this file first and let me run this again. So image saved successfully. If I go into this section, open this, and then I'll see the exact same image. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any question or suggestion. Have a good day.